So listen, I'm here at the High Food Bank, and what we're doing here is we're raising money for this great cause. Look at all this food. They've got this thing called Walk the Line, right, where you walk around the borough, isn't it? And lots of people do it to raise money, but obviously with the whole lockdown, can't really do that. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get like a couple of treadmills, and we're gonna walk the same distance, but we're gonna walk it in a studio, and we're gonna try and raise as much money as we can. You listening out there?
It's the first time we've had someone or an organisation offer to come and do something for us. I think that's so exciting.
And I think it's a good idea to help other people.
I've had to use the food bank myself a few times and I'm really grateful for it.
So please donate.
Good morning, everyone. Like Don Robbie just said there, please donate. We'll be doing a charity event this Tuesday called Walk the Line, where we'll walk the length of Islington against some Tottenham influencers. It's all during this festive time where people are struggling to eat. So please help donate and help AFTV raise some money. Today, you know what time it is, guys. It's match day, buzzing, can't wait. Arsenal versus Wolves. Down below on the ticker there, you can see the results of yesterday's games. There was a lot of lightning and action yesterday, especially from the managers. If you guys saw the Klopp interview and the Sheffield United managers interviews, very interesting. So we might discuss a bit of that, but for now, the headline is Martinelli. He is coming back earlier than expected. Before I get into it, obviously, I've got to bring in my guy James B. I've got my sound machine here, so let's just see. Here we go. I love this machine. Yo, James.
The world's worst sound machine.
Terrible. I spent so much money on it. The thing is, the image, they made it look really big because they must have zoomed in on it, and it literally came. I was like, this is a joke. But you know what?
For this show?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Joke. Terrible. Obviously, I was scouring the comments. Arsenal Queen, thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. So before I even get into it, I don't want to get ahead of myself because I know fans and people are going to be like, "Whoa, slow down."
Is this sarcastic, mate?
Every morning now, people they'll be assessing your hair and your glasses and if you've got a cap. Junior Sheriff, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Tessa, can you rate this chant? Let's have a look at this let's have a look at this chant. Tessa, can you rate this chant? Gabby runs down the wing. He scores while we sing. G cuts past one. And the star has shone. Yeah, I mean, I like the start. I do like the start. I mean, yeah. I don't know. All right, cool. Right. I just want to quickly say, obviously, before we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I don't know if you guys have watched it. It's on YouTube. Gabriel Martinelli was in training. Now, I assessed every minute of the clips they were showing because I'm being serious. I'm being dead serious. And I know that sounds mental, but because I have so many friends that have done their ACL, their knee ligaments, loads, and it is such a difficult injury to return from, right? So I was just seeing whether he was second guessing it, the amount of weight and pressure he put on it, just every little detail, the way he was striking the ball, because I know mentally doing your knee to return is such a big injury. And I've seen in the comments as well this morning saying, I don't think he'll return the same way he was when he came through the first time, because it is such a big injury. He's not going to be the same player. He may be better, he may be worse. We've got to remember, like, having a knee injury, most of it is mental aspects. So yeah, I did this. I really look at everything going on in the training videos, who's involved, how they're striking it. I literally was. It sounds so sad, but I had to because I know how important it is for the fans to see Martinelli return. I just feel like we have to be careful because if he comes back too early, he could risk repeating the injury, and that will be it for him. So I really do want to say that to the fans and myself as well. Just be careful as Gavy's going in. Just want to be careful with how we perceive Martinelli to return. I don't think he's not going to be involved today, but he has been in full training, and it does look like he's at the tempo to return for the Premier League. I don't know. Obviously, you've got to do match fitness testing, and for you guys that don't know, that is very intense. It's not just a simple have a jog around the field, do a quick little bleep test. Nah, it's very intense to get back to match sharpness. So I don't expect to see him right now, but he's ahead of schedule and he should be making his return. I just want to say that on that. That is the main topic. It is match day, so it's good to just get your thoughts and opinions. James, will get to you in a second. Cecil the Goat, thank you very much. Jared McCormack, thank you for your super chat. Hey lads, much love from Melbourne, Australia. Thoughts on how prepared we are with Spurs around the corner. Also, love having you two on AFTV.
Thank
Jared,
you.
McCormack, thank you so much. We appreciate that. The question though, thoughts on how we prepare. Do you know what? We actually have a lot of. Sorry, James. I'm gonna do a lot of talking this morning. Just keep checking the comments, only because I have so much.
Go for it. Yeah. I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm just nervous for later, to be honest.
Yeah, listen, we're gonna have to head out and get to the studio, and we'll have our little pre-match build-up discussion before, and we'll get into that. But first, Jared, your question here: thoughts on how prepared we are for the Spurs around the corner. Now, let me just give you a quick update from Arsenal. This is straight from their website. This was yesterday. It's all the injury updates, all the players and injury and COVID updates. So please listen. Please listen. Listen to me. Sound like a big kid. So Mohamed El Neni tested positive for COVID-19 while on international duty with Egypt. Mo has been cleared to return to full training and is available for selection today. Okay, so we may see Mohamed El Neni, and I actually feel like he'll probably be involved. So, Kolasinac tested positive for COVID-19 while in international duty with Bosnia and Herzegovina. I can't say that. Kolasinac is currently asymptomatic. I don't know how to say that either. And following
asymptomatic. Sorry, you're confusing me now. Asymptomatic.
Perfect. And following the protocols ahead of returning to training, he is unavailable for today's game. Thomas Partey, big one. Left thigh, sustained obviously a strain in the left thigh during Aston Villa on November the 8th. Was deemed a minor injury. However, Thomas is progressing with his rehabilitation ahead of returning to full training. So that means, in my opinion, it's unlikely we'll see him today, which is starting to make me think this injury is not minor. It's actually quite worrying. Nicolas Pepe suspended, serving first of 3 match Premier League suspensions following the red card against Leeds, so he won't be involved today. Saka, right leg impact, sustained dead leg during the match against Leeds on last Sunday. Saka has returned to full training and is being assessed. Decision to be made on participation ahead of today's game. So we don't know. We don't know if he'll be involved. Willian, left calf, slight calf issue sustained during the match against Leeds last Sunday. Willian is fit and available for selection. Very likely Arteta is going to involve him in today's squad. Pablo Mari, left ankle, sustained significant sprain to ankle ligaments during Manchester City away on June 17th. That was a while ago. Pablo successfully completed 45 minutes under the 23s on Friday night. Premier League against Derby County. Now, he played really well in that game. Yeah, so it's unlikely he's going to be involved today, but he's making his return. Martinelli, left knee, sustained injury during training on June 21st. Gabby is now integrated into the squad sessions. That's the most we got on that. We've seen that. We just discussed that. So those are our thoughts ahead of around the corner for Tottenham. That is basically the update. That's the update on everyone. My thoughts ahead of it, I am going to be honest with the fans and with you guys. I am worried, of course. Tottenham are in flying form. I think today is very important to see, where our team's at ahead of Tottenham. So thank you, Jared, for that comment. That's the complete Arsenal update as well on injuries, coronavirus, etc. Sorry, James, I'm absolutely stealing the show right now. Not giving a word in edgeways. I'm just trying to get through.
It's all right. I'm enjoying this. Normally, me doesn't.
Yeah, it's fine. Lloyd Pope, thank you for good morning. Hi, brothers. Laka will start. He's saying, get 70 minutes, 0-0, comes on. Martinelli 3-0. No need to be nervous. We will win this. Confidence is key. James, all on you. This one. What do you think? I'll let you have a.
Which game's he talking about?
He's talking about today. He's saying today Laka will start, I believe. Then he's saying Martinelli will come on, which I think is very unlikely. But
that seems a little premature. So today's game, Wolves. Anyone who saw our preview show knew that the stats looked so bad that all we could do is kind of laugh about it. But there is hope. And
Yeah.
if one thing that really kind of resonated with me yesterday is actually how condensed this league table is. Speaking of, I know you wanted it, Cecil, and
Yeah.
I have delivered.
Talk to me. Show
Here
me.
we go. Is it popping up on your screen? Oh, there we go.
Oh, yes. Yes, let me get rid of the super chat. I'll come back to you, Lloyd. Thank you.
Here we are.
The Premier League table.
Do you know what's mad? There's 8 points between 3rd and 15th. Sorry, not 8. There's 5 points between 3rd and 15th. Chelsea on 18, Palace on 13. Now we're there on 13 ourselves.
Yeah,
great. We are towards the lower part of that bracket. But let's say Spurs beat Chelsea today. Now I actually don't want that to happen, but let's say they did, and we win. We're 2 points behind Chelsea, who are supposedly title challengers. But what is in our hands anyway is a win, puts us level with Everton, puts us above Villa, puts us above City, puts us a point behind Southampton. Now, a few of these still have games in hand and games to play or whatever. But I think the point I'm trying to make is we've had a really difficult start to this season, and we always knew we were going to. It is, no one can deny that going to Anfield, going to the Etihad, going to Old Trafford, hosting Leicester, going to Leeds, these are not easy games. These are, people laugh at us. People laugh at us and go, oh my God, you've already lost 4 games. Yeah. But a lot of those games, actually, no one was backing us to do anything in them. Now, with a lot of those ties out the way, and Leeds showed yesterday what a good side they are at Everton. They're a really, really, really good team. If we can now come out of this Wolves and Spurs game with some good results and put a bit of a run together, because we do have a favourable run after this, we can start making a charge at that top 6, top 4. Now, top 6 for me isn't good enough. I think we need to be doing everything we can to finish in the Champions League places, as unlikely as it is. But I think that just gives you a bit of perspective. I don't know if there's anything else you want to pick out from that. I mean,
no, I just want to say, obviously, we're in 14th at the moment. We're below Wolves, and I feel like this game, and I know it's early in the season, I always talk about it, but it does have importance. Like, if we should re-win in this game, and we should be around the top six area. Now, I know fans we're very passionate, and we know that this is not our level. We should be obviously aiming for top 4, well, top of the league, if anything. But being realistic, like I said, being around the top 6 and the Europa League, I would be happy. So I feel like these games are definitely important. We have to win this, otherwise we're going to be in the bottom half of the table for a long time. And well, not a long time, but it could be for a long time, which is not what I expect as an Arsenal fan at all. It'd be really frustrating. So today is important. I hope Arteta does feel the pressure, and obviously we've got Tottenham next week. So yes, you know what I mean. I hope the boys are firing today. Sorry to the late comers of the Facebook group. I've just added the live on for Facebook as well, so now they'll be joining. They might have missed the update for the players, but just to let you know, yeah, Martinelli has been in full training. There's videos of him in training on YouTube, which I've heavily analysed to see if he was mentally just basically happy in himself, because an injury is very, very it's very much for the mental side, not just the injury. You've got to be able to be confident, changing position, striking the ball. So I looked at that. Anyway, so I'm going to get onto super chats as well that we missed. Ronald Jacob plays Saka on the left, Aubameyang in the centre, and Laka on the right. Willian Good is slow. Okay. As a United fan, I want us both to be the old us and rivalry reborn. Oh, do you know what, right? That's a fair comment.
Yeah, no, I actually know exactly what he means as well.
Yeah, I miss
it. There are moments where you think it's actually quite sad, the state of
both clubs.
Like what Arsenal and Man United used to be when they played a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it didn't carry the same weight, did it? It was like, which team has transitioned worse, basically, is what that game was about. And it wasn't about 2 genuine, like, title challenging top sides, like leading us in Europe, leading English football around the world. We're not that anymore. So I completely get what Ronald's saying. Yeah. Big up. Yeah,
no, I fully agree. Just the old clashes back in the day, like we used to boss the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Both teams. It's a sad affair at the moment, and yeah, I just hope we can return to both clubs backfiring. So yeah, thank you for that comment. That's a nice comment, Ronald. I don't know about Lacquer on the right. That's the only thing I can question there. But I mean, I don't know what's right now. Do you know what I mean? So it's
completely.
I feel for Arteta. Arsenal selling Pepe ? I don't believe so. I believe the manager has full confidence in his return and for him to fight for his place back from his interviews. And yeah, I don't think they'll be looking to sell him.
Yeah, David Ornstein, sorry to cut in. David Ornstein said that the club as well very much see Pepe as, someone they've invested a lot of money in. They're not willing to give up on him quickly. They know there's talent there, and they sort of accept that it's just going to take some nurturing, some coaching, some patience, but that the talent is there. So, I think that's the right approach, because, well, I mean, if you sell him, what are you getting? Maybe 35 million, maybe, like, at best. And then you're reinvesting. That 35 doesn't even go that far in this market. So I think it is in our interest to persist with him.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. I just want to quickly bring up as well, people saying about, he said about selling Pepe. We're not selling Pepe. However, William Saliba wants to return to Saint Etienne in January. Okay, so I think that's been, I don't know if it's fully confirmed yet, but I know that it's likely to happen. So people just be aware, Saliba will, I think on a loan deal, be moving, going back to his old club. Before he was at Arsenal. I just got another super chat here from Ronald. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Imagine Manchester United and Arsenal being the juggernauts in the Premier League. Players used to wait for us to contact them. Now they actually decide to come or not, which is a sad state for both of us. And I fully agree.
Yeah, I see what he's saying.
I fully agree. Like, yeah, it was an honour to play for Arsenal, even be looked at by Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? And United back in the day. Oh, it's such.
And I think it still is. It still is. We still carry that weight. Like, I was having a thought yesterday when I was watching a Maradona documentary, actually, and just seeing sort of some of his achievements at Napoli. Oh, yeah. And Napoli, and look at AC Milan now. They're really good examples of clubs, even Liverpool, that, like, not so much Liverpool, but AC Milan and Napoli have had sustained spells in their league away from the success that they used to have. And that's very comparable to Arsenal in the couple of years we've been having. But these clubs of these sizes, and I do put Arsenal in this bracket, they always come back somehow. There's always a way back. Yes, sometimes you have a Newcastle or a Leeds where actually things escalate and get quite bad, but there's always a way back. Liverpool, how many years that winning the titles, 30 or something, but eventually they did come back and now they're dominating world football. So, I don't really know what got me onto that, but United and Arsenal, that was it, the comment before. United and Arsenal, they'll be back at the top. Like, it is inevitable. It will happen one day.
Yeah,
it could be 30 years, it could be 3 years, but it will happen.
It will return. Okay, we've got another super chat. Thank you, Francis. Jamo, should Arteta be sacked if he fails to get top 4 and win no trophy?
Good question. It's a very heavy question.
It's a heavy question.
The problem is context is everything. It's everything.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example, right? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who we talk about a lot, and we've made it quite public that we don't really rate him massively as a manager. That's not to say I think he's done a bad job. I just don't think he's the right man for United for the long term. He got third with a pretty mediocre points tally. Lost 3 semi-finals. And, you're looking at him going, well, that would tell you that he's probably the right man for the job. But I think a lot of people know deep down he's not. Sometimes just the achievements aren't always enough, or they don't tell the whole story. With Arteta, will it surprise me if we go on a good run? You know what? We start actually putting some good wins together. We start playing good football. We start looking at a really decent side.
Yeah, we go through the cup. We get far in the cups.
Yeah, like, but ultimately, City, Liverpool, Tottenham, and Chelsea are just better, and we finish 5th.
Yeah, so
that could happen.
That's it.
That might happen.
If we're in a relegation battle and we're not going far in the cups, it's a whole different conversation. But yeah, like I said, if we finish 5th, it's been a COVID season. It's been a lot of factors. Do you know what I mean? That yeah. So then it is context. I'm not going to be quick to say Arteta out. I would never be that guy. I feel like, yeah, I've never been that fan, if I'm honest, to just quickly go for the manager's head. So yeah, like James said, context. There's loads of super chats flying in. There's chats of going crazy today, trying to keep up. Ronald again. Ronald Jacob, thank you. The reason why we are hurt as the fan club, because you both are young too. We've only seen our clubs as victory, hence small victories don't matter. Yeah, if I'm honest, yeah, the times that, yeah, it was the invincible seasons when I was coming up for Arsenal and watching Pierre-Emerick, literally, I saw that all the time. It's the main reason why the player I based my game around, my love for Arsenal came from that, and that was the time, yeah, where we were non-stop winning, or at least, well, in the top. I mean, I don't remember us being out of the top 4 until like now, really, the latter stages of me being a fan.
We took it for granted.
Oh, we did.
Sorry.
We did.
A lot of people took it for granted.
Yeah, we get laughed at for saying top 4, getting in the top 4. And now, do you know what I mean? We think of it as achievement, but was winning trophies at that time as well. Like, that's what people forget.
When Arsene Wenger said top 4 was a trophy, and people laughed in his face. Look,
yeah,
I don't go all the way with him there and say, yeah, it's a trophy. I don't. I'd still rather win the FA Cup or win some sort of. Yeah, I'd rather win the FA Cup than finish top 4. In a one-off season, I'd rather win the FA Cup than finish in the top 4. But he's absolutely right that the importance and weight it carries for teams now equates to a trophy. It does. Like, that's how it's considered a goal and an achievement for the bigger clubs. So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see this. Big up, lads. AFTV here from Indonesia. Thank you so much. Big support. I'm a United fan. A lot of United fans come to this chat. But what specific things would you make you guys want Arteta out? I am not. Now, there's people in the office, right? I'm telling you, there's people that are regulars on the channel that have opinions about Arteta out and are very close, I'm sure. I'm not going to name them, but yeah, screaming it. But for me, it will take a lot. I still want Arteta to have a full season. Like, this is his first full season. I trust in him, and not in just me. I think the board do. I feel like they can use him. Just, I think you can tell by certain situations in the club. I think they have a hold on him, and I feel like they trust in him as well. So, and they're giving him a lot of license. So I feel like he needs to have at least. I've got to give him a season or 2. It depends, obviously, on what the next season's going to be like. But I don't like the quick chopping of managers and replacing them for. I don't enjoy that in football. Like, you lose your job and you can get your job back in the same position. Do you know what I mean?
People need to really realise, right, that sacking the manager doesn't just mean let's get rid of him and let's bring in, I don't know, Julian Nagelsmann, Ten Hag, whoever you want. And Ralph Hasenhüttl. You bring him in, and then what? You think they're going to do better with this group of players?
No, it's a rebuild again.
It's a complete reset. What you're doing is you're then going, right, okay, say Ralph Hasenhüttl. I've just picked a random name. Sorry for any Southampton fans. Because I know you're probably loving him right now. But he's just a random name, okay? You go, hey, Ralph, so of this group, who do you rate? And he'll list a bunch of names, and they might be completely different to the ones Arteta rated. And they're going, oh, well, we plan to sell him, or we plan to buy this guy instead, and we had all these plans. So you're saying you don't want to do any of this. And then you get a clash. Do you start complete from scratch, and then you bring in everyone Ralph wants, and you commit to his project until after a year and a half that goes wrong, apparently? Or do you just go, well, actually, Ralph, sorry, you're here to kind of do what we want, make it work with this group? It's not, you cannot have divisive philosophies,
management.
I'm not going to use it as just plans. You've got to have one plan that everyone is on board with. And the way Arsenal Football Club are operating at the moment, the people they're getting rid of, the promotion of Arteta from first team coach to manager, all these little things, they have absolutely decided Arteta's the man. They are so convinced of it. And I quite like that definitive sort of approach from the club. The things they're doing behind the scenes tells you that they are absolutely on board with him. So let's back it. Let's give him 2-3 more windows. Let's see, because of the first team, the first team, like everyone's fit and starting, the only guarantees are Partey and Gabriel. Those are his only 2 signings. Willian might. He probably will play. So 3. But you know what I mean? Like, what he cannot revolutionise this team that has been god awful for 3 years. People think we're playing bad football now. We played bad football for 3-4 years. There was an improvement under Emery where we seem to have a bit of a manager bounce and we seem to look pretty good for a couple months. We did well in the Europa League, but that's it. We've played terrible football since Wenger's last year to now. So Arteta's not going to overhaul this immediately in less than 12 months and with 1 summer window. So we just got to be patient. I agree we should be seeing better, but yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Apparently, after all that, I've got a comment saying James is always too quiet.
No. There you go. Well, there you go. That cancels that out. Jake, play 4-3-3 and play Laka behind Aubameyang and Saka on the left, Pepe on the right. Obviously, I don't know if you came late, but Pepe is obviously ruled out because of the red card. But I guess this is what you want going forward. Pepe's ruled out. Saka, we don't know if he's been selected due to injury. I was just giving you the breakdown. Play Laka behind Aubameyang. Now we discussed this, didn't we, James?
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
we did.
Yeah,
it's a tough one.
Look, you weren't as keen. I was a little more forgiving of the idea. Yeah, it's not ideal. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like, yeah, Lacazette and the 10's our answer, but I think there could be something in it potentially.
I think I believe he can do it. I just don't believe he enjoys doing it. Do you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. Okay.
You know what I mean? He is a sharpshooter, and he lets off his shots. Like that's where he needs to be, in the box, letting off shots. He's got a powerful shot. He scores snappy goals, not just sitting in trying to bring players in. Did you see the super chat about your room? I need to.
No, there's a super chat about my room.
Yeah, Francis. Here we go. Just quickly. Thank you for your super chat. James needs to return to his Arsenal theme room. It was nice to see the background with Arsenal lit over.
Francis, I love that. Thank you. Trust me, I'll be back to it at some point. The internet is so bad. You think this is bad? Like, at least the thing with this, sometimes the picture might cut out, but at least the audio is still going. At least we can have a conversation. I honestly, there used to be moments where I'd just be chatting to Cecil, and then suddenly you just see like, and Cecil would be like, "Are you there?" And then I'd just be gone. And then it'd be 10 minutes later, I might pop back on. It was just so bad. But I've seen another super chat. Thank you for that, though. I will be back. And yeah, I do quite like my little Arsenal shrine in my room.
Yeah, and also we'll be getting a home studio. So
yeah, we're sorting all that out. So
yeah, like there's things we've got. Like I've got it here always on me now. Like Arsenal memorabilia needs to go up. But got the photos and that, and so does Jay. This all needs to go up. But right now, you know, this working from home is very new. So yeah, bear with us.
I wanted to take this because it's funny, but then there's a great comment after this. So bank it in the brain because I've got a great comment to answer. But anyway, let's go. TD Shifts.
Okay. TD Shift says, so if James is Harry Potter, we have Cedric from Hufflepuff, and Shelby is Lord Voldemort. Interesting. Love from Australia 2.0. Win today. Come on, you Gunners. I'm confident. PS. Cecil looks like you're going on. I know. I'm out, bro. I said this before. I tried to stay. I wanted my opportunity to shine. But you know how football goes. Sometimes they just...
That last line killed me.
It's not in your plans. I know I'm going back. I'm going back to the old club. I was loved there.
You're going on loan. Jokes. I wanted to address this comment, if that's all right.
Of course, go for it.
Javier Quesada makes a really good point here. I hope I've got a really good answer for him. Chelsea sacked managers and have won 16 major trophies in 18 years. You Arsenal fans love mediocrity. Arteta is out of his depth, and most Arsenal fans need to know that. And maybe know that I don't know. Anyway, no. Let's end on. Let's put a full stop under that. So, right. My answer to that is Chelsea have undoubtedly been, if not the most successful, they've been one of the most successful clubs in the world of the last 15, 20 years. They've done an unbelievable job. The problem is, it's very easy to chop and change managers when you are able to back them financially from that first summer. Right?
Yeah, facts.
Abramovich can give a 100 to 200 million pound transfer kitty to anyone who rolls in through the door.
Yeah.
And that's what they've done. You know, whatever people, this is not a criticism of Chelsea. It's really important to be honest. I'm not criticizing here, okay? They would never have been this successful without their money. It's a fact. The money and the sort of the way they've been able to basically throw loads of, I'm not going to say the word, at a wall and hope something sticks, you know, eventually something will. And for them, it has on a few occasions. Everyone knows their Champions League win carried a lot of luck, but they still did it, and congrats to them. Congrats to them for that. Arsenal can't afford to do that. And the other thing I'd say is Chelsea, whenever they've done this, it's always come at a bit of a price. A lot of wasted millions, which is something that Abramovich clearly doesn't like now. And you can see that, yes, they back Lampard heavily this summer, and they've had transfer bans, but they've not spent that sort of money. Actually, for a while, they've been a little bit more reserved in the way they spend because they know that you can't maintain that all the time. The second thing is they're going to fall, or they've had seasons where, you know what, they win the league, then they finish 10th. Then they might get second, then they might win it, then they're 12th. You know, they do drop off. They do have these really poor seasons because they're not building long-term plans for the future. And if you compare that to Liverpool and how they've done it, they've not just dominated by winning the league and then that's sort of it. They won the Champions League, the Club World Cup, the Premier League, all in this sustained period. And they've done it over 3-4 years of being a very good side. And, you know, jury's out now on how long they can sustain that. And that, for me, is a much better long-term model, which looks to me like what we're trying to replicate more than the Chelsea model of, you know, quick spend, quick success. So I just wanted to address that.
Yeah, you'll probably see Pep at Chelsea at some point. I'm guaranteed. Like, Roman Abramovich will be like, yep, come in. Whoever you want, I'll pay for. Like that. That's not a culture of a club. Like I said, this chopping of change of managers. I hate that culture. I really do. And yeah, Roman Abramovich, and that's what he does. He just pumps money into a club. Okay, we haven't got the board to do that. That's how it is. That's just how it goes. And I agree. It's just not a good culture. And if anything, Chelsea don't even need to do that. Their youngsters and their academy have always been exceptional. They've been buying talent from the beginning. Like, it's a joke. And it frustrates me because so many players that were my friends when I was playing at Chelsea have unbelievable talent. And due to the way that the club's run, they buy in foreign players and that, they never got the opportunity to shine. And once they got the opportunity to shine, look how well they've done with their youngsters. So their philosophy in that
it's true. And anyone who's sitting here going, oh, look how much better Lampard's doing than Arteta. Well, I'd say to you, well, hold on. Lampard has had a whole half season longer. He's also had a whole season in management longer. So he's a year and a half more experienced in this sort of level of job to Arteta. And he's bought Havertz, Thiago Silva. It's all fled my brain. But all the players, Werner, Ziyech, the players they brought in, Chilwell, the players that they've been able to add to the squad this summer in one window is unbelievable. So, look, Chelsea, they've done very well. I'm not knocking them using their resources and winning things because of it, but you cannot expect us to do the same. You just agreed. We are not comparable in any way. We're not. Right.
Let's move on. Obviously, this one's quite foul. Says James, when you destroying John Joe Voldemort, it'll be tonight when he's with Lee. I'm joking. So much fun. It kills me. When he's with Lee, someone called Lee Voldemort, and you hang for that, kill me. But first, we're not haters. Haters are, listen.
I was just thinking we've been so positive. I just said back Arteta.
I think he might be mean about Chelsea. They might be a Chelsea fan. Anyway, before we move on, we're gonna move on from that. There's another thing I was gonna say before. Oh yeah, I saw some comments asking about us going into the games. These ones. AFTV guys booking seats for the upcoming open games. I believe we'll be discussing that with Robbie this week. Some people may be going to the games to cover it there and then interviewing fans. If we win the raffles, most of us will be continuing the watch along. So for the international fans and that, you'll be able to see us and have the same thing, the pre-match build-up show. It'll all be there again today as well, guys. Pre-match build-up show. I think it's from 5 today. Make sure you guys tune in on 5:30. Will be the start. We'll be breaking things down, doing your 11s, and whatnot. We are running over time, and we're supposed to keep this one. I was supposed to keep it brief, but Gigi Wijnaldum to Arsenal. That has been leaked. Now, I don't believe it has strong legs, but that's what's been said today, this morning in the press. Would you guys take him, Gigi Wijnaldum at Arsenal? Would you have him? Would you have him in? Do you think we need him? Yeah, I need you just before we wrap up. I want to know your opinions. I yet to have one. I don't know if James. I don't know if you found the article, but there was one this morning. People are saying no. Bring back Santi.
I like Wijnaldum as a player, but he's not who I'd be targeting. I really do like him as a player. I do. I think he's good, but I wouldn't be. I don't think he's what we need right now, personally.
Oh, people are hello, no. James says no. Yes. Sorry, there's a lot. There's loads flying in. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I like this. Jesus, pure class. Arsenal need him. He's a fighter. Yeah, I agree. I thought this is interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, I hear that. Before we go, I had some. I know this is a bit last minute. I had some quite funny news that I wanted to bring up. Now, credit to whoever's on Twitter will probably know a big Arsenal account. I think he's an aspiring journalist as well, Eduardo Hagen. He tweeted about this, and I thought, really? I didn't really know what he meant. So I went and looked on Arsenal's website. Have a little look at this. So basically, Arsenal put out a little like pre-match pack ahead of the next fixture. They've done it for Wolves. And what they do is they tell you what kits everyone's wearing. I thought this was weird. Look at this. So Arsenal obviously playing their home kit. Wolves probably doing the same. But they've put Bernd Leno supposedly in what they're calling the fourth goalkeeper kit, which is our away kit with white shorts and white socks. Now, I mean, that's just weird. That's
crazy. That is crazy. Now I know
why. Like, I'm not. Can you help me out? So, I mean, why? Why would they do this?
I know why. Because the way the game is going right now, they want goalkeepers to be outfield players. So they think,
stop it.
How do we do that? Maybe if we put them in the kit, then, that would make them feel like they're outfield players. I don't bloody know. I don't know. I'm going to put something on the sound machine for that one.
That was so dumb.
Sorry, the sound machine is terrible. But no, honestly, that's what it probably is. No, it's not. It's definitely not that. But I don't know why there's not alternative goalkeeper kits. I mean, the Arsenal make kits for fun. Look how many tops there are. There's this, there's that, there's this, there's that. Like, I don't know how they haven't got.
It's really weird. But in all seriousness, why are they doing it? I mean, maybe because you could say our yellow greeny one will clash with the Wolves one. Our black kit might clash with the referee's kit. So what are we saying? You need 5 different colours on a pitch now.
Do you know what I mean? Like, the keeper's not going to be near the ref. Like, how if you get confused with
the keeper's not jumping over the ref to claim the ball, is he? Like, do you know what I mean? All getting a bit confused there. I mean,
football is straight
for a header, and Leno's up as well.
The implications for football in this era is absolutely crazy right now. It causes me anxiety at times. The things, the VAR, the kits. Oh my lord, the tackles. It's just tiring.
I mean, I've got such a great mental image of like Leno like jumping with Mike Dean, who's gone for a header. They're both wearing black Adidas, and it's like, ooh,
it's that Spider-Man.
I can't tell who's who.
It's that Spider-Man gift. It's that Spider-Man gift with Leno and the black top line. Like, to the point.
Yeah.
Literally, like, it's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. TD Shift says, DT striker, Cecil left wing, Troops right wing, James Cab, White Yardie centre mid. Haven't finished the team yet. DT, I played against him in Hours of Touch. It's exclusive content. Exclusive content on the app. I played against him. He's not too bad of a player, but I don't think he can hold up the striker position. That's me. Troops, yeah, I've seen him play. He's all right. James, I haven't seen him play yet. And White Yardie, I'd love to see him play football. But yeah, keep building the team.
I'm a
You're a midfielder, aren't you?
I'm a millennial number 10. You know,
Yeah.
Give me the ball, but I don't fancy the running. Not up for getting stuck in. Just don't fancy it. Just nice, easy football. So I can do that for you.
Yeah. All right, listen, guys. I'm going to bring this show to a close. We have overrun, but it's been a good one. Thank you so much for your comments and involvement. I've really enjoyed today. Same again tomorrow, every Monday, every day at 10 a.m. Daily news show. I just want to also say hello. I see a lot of comments saying we miss Troops as well. Big up Troops. It was his birthday this week. So happy birthday to you, sir. Yeah, hope you partied and celebrated over in the USA, just as we know you would do.
I have no doubt.
I'm sure you got absolutely mashed. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to leave it on our charity event that we have this Tuesday, Walk the Line, raising money for Hive Food Bank. Thank you for watching. Today is match day. Make sure you stay tuned for the pre-match product show, the watch along, the start 11, and the aftermath. Thank you so much. I'm currently Take care, everyone. Peace.
Listen, I'm here at the Hive Food Bank, and what we're doing here is we're raising money for this great cause. Look at all this food. They've got this thing called Walk the Line, right, where you walk around the borough, isn't it? And lots of people do it to raise money, but obviously with the whole lockdown, can't really do that. What we're going to do, we're going to get like a couple of treadmills, and we're going to walk the same distance, but we're going to walk it in a studio, and we're going to try and raise as much money as we can. You listening out there?
It's the first time we've had someone or an organisation offer to come and do something for us. And that's so exciting.
And I think it's a good idea to help other people.
I've had to use the food bank myself a few times and I'm really grateful for it.
So please donate.